Kazakhstan is one of the most multicultural countries in the world, consisting of representatives of more than 130 ethnic groups and nationalities. Each ethnicity has unique traditions, fantastic holidays, and fascinating history, as well as amazing recipes. Recipes for kindness and peace, and respect for our ancestors and other people's culture. This is Recipe for Friendship. Hello, my name is Alatina Madiarova. This is Recipe for Friendship, and today we are going to learn about the Cossacks' tradition, horse riding, dances, songs, and tea from the samovar, as well as many other interesting things. Let's go! The Cossacks' culture is very rich with customs and traditions. Let's learn the most interesting things of them. For example, we'll learn how the young Cossacks can become mature in a single day. And besides all this, now I'm going to give him the sword, with which he will go to defend his country. I serve the fatherland. We will also prepare a dinner party with the Cossack hostess girls. As you can see, now we are going to let the peppers absorb the smell of the smoke. We are going to meet real atamans. Today we greet new young cadets. And I believe that he is worthy. And I wish him good health. I wish that he'll become a hero one day. And of course, we will visit the national holidays. This is a holiday of sun. It's a holiday of spring. Pancakes symbolize the sun, so it reached our days. And people always widely celebrate it. The history of the Cossacks date back to the 15th century. The word Cossack means free man in Turkic. Today, representatives of this ethnic group have lived in more than 40 countries of the world. The Cossacks in Kazakhstan are represented by Semirechensk, Ural, and Siberia Cossacks. And it is important to understand that it is not just a nation, it is a union of people, of absolutely different nations, that went the same way once, and have kept their traditions, and tried to protect them, unchanged to this very day. The dedication to the Cossacks is not just a symbolic event, but it is an important step in the new adult life of every boy. But it begins much earlier. The fundamentals of cultural values are laid almost from the moment of birth. Traditionally, children are baptized on the 40th day after birth. An important point of preparation is the choice of the good godparents for the baby. And the kinship and friendship is not the most important thing in this case. The person has to be reliable. In addition to the spiritual values of the godparents, they give their ward the best qualities and the most important domestic skills. One of the main prerequisites is that the guardians must live near the child to be able to communicate with the child constantly. During the ritual, the baby is baptized with a chrism and washed with holy water 3 times. They say that whatever the temperature of the water and the air is, indicates the one being baptized that he cannot catch a cold during the action. This is a great event for the whole family. Both godparents and the actual parents are given advice and recommendations on the upbringing of the education of the future Cossack. Traditionally, there were main things in the Cossack's mind. Firstly, the faith, and then service, and finally, in the third place, is life. Hence the motto, faith for God, life for the king, and honor for yourself. When someone returns home, according to the traditions, the person puts one national item in the cradle, and they watch all the baby's reaction. If the baby is interested and he tries to explore the item, it's a good sign. But if he starts to cry or he's completely not interested in the item, the parents are advised to be stricter with the baby. There are three main things that are the most important thing for a Cossack from early childhood: a reliable family, faith for your fatherland, and the dedication to service. Parents often decorate the baby's room with national items, such as clothes and weapons. They believe that it helps the baby to learn about traditions of their family. The godparents also tell the baby about the significance of being Cossack, as well as the origin of the Cossack people. According to Cossack traditions, the spiritual kinship is considered higher than blood kinship. And if the two combine, it is an unstoppable power. So let's go back to the most important and unusual ritual of the initiation of the Cossacks. A certain age is not a requirement for this ceremony. The men of the family are free to decide if the time has come. However, nowadays, most of the people conduct this ceremony when a child goes to school. We have a ceremony today. Our young Cossack will wear the Cossack trousers and ride a horse for the first time.
Сегодня ему одевать шаровары. Готовили такие шаровары красивые. С лампасами. Теперь он будет у нас.
And he'll have those stripes on the trousers, like a true Cossack. It is considered a great honor to wear these clothes. By the way, Cossacks from different regions have stripes of different colors. Semirechensk Cossacks, for example, have pink stripes. The Cuban Cossacks have red ones, and they have 4 to 5 centimeters in width, and they match the colors of the edge of the cap. This is a very important event for the whole family. Now our Cossack cadet will go to school and will learn, and his elder brother will always be ready to help him. Starting from this day, the young Dmitry will start his military training in trick riding. And besides all of this, now I'm going to give him the sword, with which he is going to defend his country. I serve the fatherland, the Cossacks, and the Orthodox faith. Everyone who is wearing this uniform and all of these high titles, everyone has passed such matriculation ceremony. It's a big ceremony for a boy. He looks so mature now. It's very interesting to ride a horse for the very first time. To take a sword and to whip a horse for the first time is very special as well. I think he will remember this day for all of his life. Only the ataman is trusted to put the boy on a horse. He congratulates the boy and gives him instructions for the future. Today we greet the new young cadet. And I believe that he is worthy. I wish him good health. I wish you that he'll become a hero one day. Hooray for our cadets! Hooray, hooray, hooray! By the way, the word ata, man, literally means the father of people in Turkic. Maybe the young cadet Mitya will get such a high title one day. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. At first, he should get an education. And now, in addition to school courses, he will learn how to be a Cossack. You take the sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, count and swipe under the arm. Sword twisting is an art that requires maximum concentration. It requires several months of intensive training to possess such skills. The long history of the Cossacks is closely associated with the martial tradition of the cavalry. The high level of Cossack martial arts was recognized all over the world, and despite the fact that it is almost out of demand in modern conditions, Cossack men continue to pass on this skill. But let's go back to our celebration. While the men are riding horses and practicing martial arts, the women keep doing their household chores. And today we'll find out what dishes are being prepared for the Cossack celebrations. As I understand, the Cossacks don't have their particular cuisine. It consists of dishes of different ethnicities. Stuffed peppers, dumplings with potatoes, dumplings with meat. Natural farming has always been a forte of the Cossack women. They try to grow everything in their gardens, to always have access to fresh vegetables. As you can see, now we are going to let the peppers absorb the smell of the smoke. I think that many of the people who used to think that they can cook peppers properly, any of them, they realize now that they weren't right, because the most proper way to cook peppers is on the flame, like we do. Moreover, this dish consists of lots of vegetables. Sautéed vegetables are prepared in advance. Sometimes peppers are stuffed with pieces of vegetable, and then with mince. It gives an incredible flavor to the dish, and makes the dish more tender. Now we add some salt, and we don't add any other flavorings. So you like the natural taste, without spices. Well, all of these vegetables are from your garden. Everything is fresh. Are the peppers from your garden, really? Yes. By the way, apart from the gardening, Cossack women have to be able to sew well, because sometimes it is hard to find wide trousers with the stripes of the required colors in the shop. In general, is a Cossack society patriarchal? I mean, men are busy with their martial business and women are busy with household chores, right? Yes, of course. Children and kitchen. I think that this traditional way of living came down from our ancestors. Family is the most important thing for a Cossack, because only family can support you in the hardest situations. It is noteworthy that the education of girls is fully the responsibility of the mother. A girl is taught how to do household chores and how to clean the house, as well as how to cook in a fast and tasty way. And of course, she is taught how to do needlework as well. In the old days, the house was divided equally. One part was the male part, and another the female part, where women and children lived. After the ceremony of matriculation, a boy had to move from the female part to the male part of the house, and starting from that moment, his father was responsible for the boy's education. Families usually had a lot of children. There were 12 children in my mother's family and 6 in my father's. And our grandmas used to wake us up early and bake bread together. And we used to sew and brew in such barrels, and baked bread for the whole family. Yes, and our new friends, Ivan Nikiforovich, his family is not too small. The women say that they usually cook in a large cauldron. Yes, I really envy you right now. I also would like to have such a garden, my own cauldron, a samovar with a boot, and the whole family is all around. Now they're going to boil. They will be cooking for 20 minutes, and voila! Maybe we should sing.
Давно ли песни ты мне пела, над колыбелью наклонясь, но время птицей пролетело, и в детство нить оборвалась. Поговори со мною, мама, о чем-нибудь поговори, до звездной полночи, до самой, мне снова детство подари.
It would be surprising if Cossacks didn't sing. So our tasty meal is ready. It's time to invite everyone to the table. And now, when the whole family has gathered, everyone is in a good mood, and the meal starts with a prayer, because today this family is having a big holiday.
Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй, Господи помилуй, благослови, молитвами святых Отец наших, Господи Иисусе Христе Боже наш, помилуй нас. Аминь.
According to tradition, the eldest person in the family, the head of the family, speaks first. Since today we are gathered for a special occasion, His duty is to give guidance to the younger generation.
Появился
Today, we meet a new Cossack.
чтобы жил по-казачьи.
I wish him to live according to the Cossack traditions, to keep his parents' honor high, and to be a worthy successor of his parents. As well as we usually say in such occasions, Lyubo, young Cossack, Lyubo. 12 armies that were sent to the territory of modern Kazakhstan in the 19th century is now represented by 3 communities: Semirechensk Cossacks, Oro Cossacks, and Siberian Cossacks. Their festive clothing is a symbiosis of folk clothing and military uniforms of yesteryear. It differs significantly from the uniforms of modern soldiers. Even the shoulder straps look very different. All the Cossacks, regardless of where they live, have silver straps and gaps, as well as stars and other signs can be different. For example, the letter A in the middle means that it belongs to a Cossack ataman. Other details are also worthy to be noticed. Cossacks take an active part in the life of cities of Kazakhstan. They provide security to the citizens on a large-scale festivities, national and urban holidays. Slavs, Cossacks, Russians, all are representative nationalities of our huge sovereign state, which is celebrating 25 years of independence. We celebrate it today the same as all national holidays, such as Nowruz. This year we have celebrated Thanksgiving Day for the first time. Gratitude and thanksgiving is a great word. Their squads provide security to the citizens on a large-scale festivities, national and urban holidays. For example, on such holidays as Christmas, Easter, and of course, Butter Week. Today we are having Forgiveness Sunday, the last Sunday before Lent. Today the Cossacks celebrate Butter Week with songs, pancakes, joyful and cheerful performances. And everyone goes to church in the evening for the Shrove Sunday. And today we are having lots of fairs, concerts, and competitions because of the farewell to winter. It is a major event for a Cossack community. This is a holiday of sun. It's a holiday of spring. Pancakes symbolize the sun. So it reached our days. And people always widely celebrate it. The traditional burning of the scarecrow is a symbol of the retreat of cold winter. It is a great event for all the people living in our country. Happy Spring Festival, the holiday of warmth, with songs and dances. Here's the picture. You can see how widely the Cossacks used to celebrate this spring holiday. The bright Cossacks with their pancakes and pies in hand. We can see the scarecrow, Maslelna, behind. However, soon it will be burnt, and everyone will dance around the fire. The winter is still here, but the spring is in the air. The Day of Friendship of People takes a special place in the calendar of the Semirechensk Cossacks. Every year, representatives of this community, as one of the most active participants, are helping to organize celebrations in the city streets and squares. That's how representatives of this stern-looking ethnicity, whose men are warriors and soldiers, can sing in a choir, dance, and play musical instruments during large holidays. The talented cadets will surprise the audience with their ability to twist a sword. Cossack's life is always linked with his horse, and in Recipe for Friendship, we associate these interesting meetings and these quite unusual situations. See you again soon.